This is the snow we got Sunday night. Doesn't snow a lot in Atlanta. And this is several inches of snow. Usually we get ice storms if something's going to happen. The way our weather works is usually a warm front will go out and a cool front will come in pretty fast. And it kind of gets too cold for it to snow, and we end up getting maybe an ice storm. But this time we got snow, which I haven't seen in Atlanta in many, well, I can't remember, honestly, snow like this in Atlanta, and I've lived here all my life. I'm sure it's snowed like this before, but we don't get it very often, and in fact, it's snowing right now, and I didn't really think we were going to get more snow. I've been out of work for 2 days. The streets are icy. If you live up north where they have snow machines, ice plows and snow plows and salt trucks and all of that kind of stuff, people will laugh at us in Atlanta for staying home on snow days. But the fact is we don't have any of that kind of equipment because it would never get used. It would fall apart before it ever got used, so it just doesn't exist. And so when the streets are icy, people stay home for a couple of days. Schools close. Like I said, I've been out of work for 2 days. Hope to go back to work tomorrow because, to be honest, I've laid around as much as I can stand. And there's not a whole lot that I can do for work from home because I don't have any of my files and any of the stuff I normally work with. We don't allow access to the computer files remotely. We're a bank, and we have to protect information very carefully. So we don't give internet access, home access to client files. So we've got a whole bank full of people sitting at home, except for a few key staff. I could get there if I really had to in my truck. Like I said, it's still it's snowing again, very lightly, which is no big deal except for it's going to leave something more on the streets to freeze tonight. And that means it may be difficult again tomorrow to get people into work. And that'll be the third day in a row that we've had people out of work. But that's the snow that I was talking about in my second Vblog. And like you, I didn't necessarily believe it was going to snow as I stood up in Chatsworth, Georgia, and talked about getting home before it snowed. And the reason I didn't believe it any more than you did is because it doesn't snow in Atlanta a lot. Although that snowstorm, they were tracking it coming across Mississippi and Alabama, and it was pretty certain that it was coming. So this is the snow.